Hello and welcome. This is Donna. I have very exciting news. I was invited to be part of Odulcina Scrap Anne's digital team, and the kit that I picked was this absolutely stunning kit, which I will link below. And she has it laid out so you can print it in many sizes. And I wanted to show you, this is on cardstock. This is presentation paper, which presentation paper makes things a little brighter. I also printed it on newsprint, and you can see the variations in the digital itself. It's wonderful. Some of them have dark backgrounds. Some of the backgrounds, they don't even have a background, so you could fussy cut all of these. So I'm going to show you what I did with mine, which is a snippet roll. This is somewhat new to me, snippet rolls. I'm going to put that out of the way, and I'll show you my final. I had to cut it in two to get it in frame here. And you can see I used different things. I'm going to show you what else I added to this. There's one. There's the other half of that, and I varied the sizes and the positions of the piece. And then here's one I did where I sewed it. These were all just glued, there's no sewing. And then this is one where I went over with the sewing machine, and I love that too, so we're gonna decorate that a little. But first I want to show you the basics. You can do snippet rolls by doing long strips or a thicker piece of fabric and cut it into strips after you're done, but I just find this easier. I feel like I have more control of my collage. So if I say I'm going to add this to a book eventually, I'll show you. I'll cut a piece off and show you, but for me it's more flexible. So what I would do is take a piece of maybe scrap. Here's some Panel paper, and just really quickly I'm just gonna glue some things onto this fabric, and now I have to stand up to make sure you're in frame. I've got to get a new video system. My husband gave me this black mat off his desk because he saw my last video with my old military desk and thought I really needed to have something a little more aesthetically pleasing, I guess, is what his thought was. So just, I'm really literally just throwing scrap down, which gives it a little more dimension. And then I will go in here with some lace. Let's just do some rough cutting of this particular lace. And then there's a piece of silk too that I can throw on there. And I'm just doing some background right now, and then I'm going to be oh, that poured right out. Ugh. Adding the images. So let's just throw a little more of that on there. You can always spot glue things and then run them through a sewing machine, but as you can see from these, you don't really need to run them through the sewing machine if you don't like that particular thing. Okay, let's make a quick little bow. Okay, so not the idea there. So Anne has a really beautiful collection of digitals, images to print out on her Etsy shop. Well, I will link all that below, and the other design team members as well. I have been purchasing digitals from her for a few years now, and I've always been impressed with the flexibility, obviously the quality, but she does think ahead because she uses these digitals herself. Like a lot of people who make digitals, they use them, but they know what sizes and that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna throw a little bow right there, and then jump right into, I think I want to use maybe some of the the bigger papers. So I'm thinking right here now, and I cover that up, but it's okay because as you continue to add things like buttons or maybe some flowers or anything, you know, you'll continue to build layers and you'll build character. Let's see. I think I'll go this direction here with that. And you can start to see how you start building layers. And that looked like a little bit of a mess there for me. So I'm gonna just try to wrinkle up that little piece of silk on there. My fingers are sticking. Okay, stay. Remember, bottom of the jar. Yep, I saw that jump out of there. I'm just pulling the drawer open to grab a button. Now, if I was taking my time, I would slow stitch that button on, but I'm just going to do this for now. So you can see how that's developing. Let me move on to what else I would start adding. I particularly love Sam Poole's stamps, her clear stamps, this one. And this is a postal, but she has her, yeah, she has many, many, many stamps. I'm trying to remember dates from the past is what this one is. So I could just do a little stamped image on there. That's a gray and it's running out, so I really need to purchase a new black. You can see what I'm talking about though. I could go over here and throw like there, that there, maybe a number right there. You can also put it on your papers too. Another option is, I think most of you have seen this metallic polish. I also find that where are they? Sharpie has a good pen too. And we could add this right here to the edge, you know, to add a little bit of the gold right to the edge of that. And we'll, you know, probably place something like that next after I would go all the way around and add the gold and not mess it up like that. Another thing I did here was dotting. You could easily, you can also do this. If you get enough of the metallic down to the tip, you can shake it out too. I like to use Posca pens for that. So this is a white Posca, and so it's paint in a pen form, and that's how I created those dots. But you can go like that. Now see how I'm getting splotches? Of course you can always do that with some acrylic paint dipped on the end of a brush, and just whack your brush like that. So you can see how that's just gonna go like that for me. I don't even think we did that here. So we can add that. You can also go like that if you want a more controlled dot, you know. But just throwing the paint on helps too. And black, also I usually will put black on mainly other arts of or works of art, like canvases and things like that. But you can see where there's gold in here, and there's blotches that needs a button. So I would keep going down this and adding and stamping and throwing bits of lace and different things right down here until I was happy with the finished product. And like I said, then you could sew it if you wanted to. I know I haven't done any stamping on this. Let's see where we are here. Let's see if we can get that on there. Oh yeah, let's see, that's nice. We'll get some dates maybe. I would say over here. And just continue to add different things. Charms are great on these two. And you don't have to do just buttons. And then another all-time favorite is washi. So say we wanted to use, I'm just trying to find one that I think goes with this. What if I'm just jumped out the drawer and over my shoulder? So I'm actually going to throw a little bit of glue. I find washis come up after a while. So if I want to just rip that and not have a straight edge, I could do something like that. Put a little bit of glue on the back of that and maybe put it over here. So I have some repetitive, you know, cohesion through the piece. But add as many pieces of lace and as you can think of. These are wonderful images for paper clips, for tabs, for things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here. See, I've already made a mess on it. This is a journal I'm working on. I thought maybe I would just, let's just find a page. Come on. Oh, here, we'll just try this page. And so I'm thinking that I really love this image with this. Any of these images work, but this is what I thought I would show you is I'm just gonna cut right through this. Fabric scissors would have been better. That's okay. And look how nice it is. And I could use any sort of paper clip, or I'm looking for my Tim Holtz clip. One of the little Tim Holtz clips, the tiny paper clips, right on this would work. And to give it even more of embellishment. These are so tiny, I try to at least put a little piece of a ribbon or something on them. You can find them better this way too, and they stick out, and you know that you can remove it or pull it or whatever. So look how nice that looks on there. I could have made a pocket out of it too. I could take a section of this and put it here and just glue it right on, you know, an L right here, and then it would be a great tuck spot. You can cut them up as large and small as you want. I'm really happy with my new discovery of snippet rolls, and I'm just so happy that it lends itself to so many different fun projects, this particular kit. And thank you so much, Anne, for allowing me to be part of your talented group. And I can't wait to see what everyone else makes, and definitely check out, like I said, her kits and print them on different papers. And I think the creative possibilities are endless, especially with one of these. Thank you. You have a wonderful day. Bye.